Well, Russell Westbrook made an appearance for the Washington Wizards as they lost to the Boston Celtics in the 7 versus 8 matchup. So for Washington, they now go home, which is a good thing, and they will have to host the Indiana Pacers, which, by the way, I know Indiana, under their new coaching staff, firing Nate McMillan, which I thought was a bad move after giving him an extension, which don't even get me started on that. Under Nate Borgen, I believe is the coach's name, the Pacers have fell backwards a little bit this year. You know, it doesn't feel like that same team that I believed in a little bit last year that I thought could have potentially made a conference finals appearance, even though they don't really have that one star. I like Domantas Sabonis. I like Malcolm Brogdon. If you watch them, they hooping. Like, guys just don't watch the Pacers play basketball, but the Pacers have been tough for years. I do think, though, because the Pacers are dealing with some injuries, I don't know if Karis LeVert will be able to play. He got caught with the COVID health and safety protocols. I don't even know how that's going to go. Brogdon was limping against the Hornets, but the Pacers did look good at home, but they benefited from being at home. I don't think that's going to transfer over against Washington in the nation's capital. But I do have to come on this platform and be honest. Bradley Beal nor Russell Westbrook were great. And, you know, Beal hasn't been the greatest version of himself in big games before we get to Westbrook either, right? Like, the narrative today is going to be Russell Westbrook. And should it to a degree? Yes. I mean, the man, we've gloated about Westbrook for the last 4 months, how incredible he's been. I've come on this platform a couple times and tell y'all, yo, two things can be true. Westbrook can have one of the greatest 30, 40 game stretches in league history, but he also can be very lethargic in big games. And I know he got 20 points and 14 rebounds and 5 assists, but he was still really bad shooting the ball in a big game. This has become Westbrook's MO. He doesn't shoot the ball well in big games. 6 for 18 from the field against Boston. No Jaylen Brown. And I only bring up that component to it because there was no elite defender on Westbrook all night. Marcus Smart had his hands full off and on with Bradley Beal. You telling me Kemba's locked down? Don't do that with me. And Kemba got off, by the way. Now, to be fair to Westbrook, man, was he trying to get those Wizards to play. I seen him in Davis Bertans' ear over and over again like, yo, come on, man. Grab the board. Fill your lane correctly. He was trying out there, man. He was, especially in that first half. Boy, was he trying to put back jam. That was pretty crazy. Like, he was trying to get that team to play harder. I think Westbrook's thing is I might miss a lot of shots, but I'm going to play hard. And Ish Smith played hard. You know, Bradley Beal had some moments in the first half, but that thing fell apart. Jason Tatum lit them up in the third quarter. It was ridiculous. What did he go for 23 in the third? Like, it was ridiculous. And, you know, there was nothing left of that tank for Westbrook. And I don't know if he's done because he's went so hard. But I'm tired of giving Westbrook a pass. In the big game, it's always he's done. Like, the engine is done. It took him so much to get his team to the playoffs. Now he has nothing left. Okay, that's ridiculous to me because just a week ago, he was balling out, shooting pretty decent from the field, grabbing 20 rebounds, 20 assists, and 20 points. And now a week later, you're telling me he's done because it's a play-in format? Like, I'm not giving him that pass this year. I'm not. We gave him credit last week. Now we turning around and acting like he can't get any vitriol or any type of criticism because he was bad again in a big game. He's been bad in big games, y'all. He had one really great game against Miami in the finals when he was with the Thunder. But a lot of these playoff games, Westbrook has been historically bad from the field. Bad. Awful. Couldn't buy a shot in an ocean. Couldn't throw a rock in an ocean. Right? He's been that type of bad. And Bill deserves some blame. Because, again, if the Wizards lose to the Pacers, he has no playoff success. And he ain't doing nothing in the playoffs right now. He has nothing to show for how great of a talent he is. At least Westbrook's made the finals. I was disappointed. I picked the Wizards to win that game. I'll be honest. I picked them to beat the Celtics. But Tatum showed me why he's Jason Tatum. And I needed Westbrook to show me why he's Russell Westbrook. And maybe he did, by the way. He was a brick fest, man. Some of them shots that he was taking and missing. See, here's the thing. When Westbrook misses a three-pointer, it's one of those ones that just really kind of just deflate a team. It's like, bro, why are you even shooting a three? But when he makes one, he could get everybody pumped, right? Like he could get everybody pumped with a bucket. But when he's off, it just weighs on a team, man, because you don't know when he's going to make another one. But watch this. You know he's going to shoot the next 5 he gets. But it ain't Steph Curry or Damian Lillard shooting the basketball. It's sometimes up, sometimes down Westbrook from the field. And I just got to be honest, man, this is what people are talking about. So for everybody out there that was like, yo, Westbrook is goated, Westbrook is somebody that y'all don't give enough credit to, I want y'all to at least respect my platform enough to know I gave Westbrook credit over the last month. I said he's in that top 5 point guards all-time convo. But today ain't a day to do that. Today is a day to acknowledge in another big game, Russell Westbrook was not great from the field. He was not good from the field. He cost his team with his shooting from the field. That is that's not just a narrative that the media is painting. This is what a little bit of what Stephen A. Smith was talking about. When you need Westbrook the most, and I do want to just a little bit before we get on out of here, I do want to bring something up to you that I was kind of thinking when I was watching that Celtics-Wizards game. It's weird with Westbrook, right? It's almost like Westbrook lacks confidence in his game. And I know that sounds crazy, but bear with me here, right? He overcompensates by playing hard. It's weird. So, but because in the regular season, like that 3-month stretch he just went on with Washington down the stretch, he was playing harder than anybody else on the court. Nobody's questioning that, right? And he was rewarded with that. In the regular season, you could catch guys not playing their hardest, right? But in the playoffs, everybody's playing hard. Everybody's thinking about the next year, like the next paycheck, the next contract, right? Their legacy. So now everybody's energy matches what Russell Westbrook is giving you night to night in the regular season. And when all things are even, Westbrook becomes an all-time great athletic point guard that can't make jump shots. And that's what happened against the Boston Celtics last night. He couldn't make a jump shot.